Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to the 38th episode of Sub's Choice, the series where you decide what I fly out by leaving me your requested planes in the comments below. Today we're flying out the Spitfire F Mark 14C requested by G Spider, and it has been a while for this series. It has been so busy that I did not get around to it. Sorry it took so long, Spider, but today we'll take a look at your requested plane. You won the vote with 21 upvotes for your request. So there we go. This Spitfire sits at 5.7 battle rating in realistic battle. The maximum speed in the plane on sea level without web is 495 km an hour and with web 560 km an hour. At 4500 meters it's 471 without web and 511 with web. And finally, at 6500 meters, you can take her up to 425 km an hour without web and 475 km an hour with web. The web on this plane is amazing. You already noticed that the difference between without web and with web is huge in this plane and definitely makes a lot of difference. It does consume a lot of food though, a lot of fuel though while you're webbing. So be aware of that if you have limited fuel left while using web. Top speed in a dive in this plane is 754 km an hour when it redlines and 845 km an hour before it rips apart. Now that seems quite nice. You think like, oh, that's good, that sounds pretty good as a diver, this plane. But the control stiffening in this plane is very real, so 845 km an hour definitely isn't the effective dive speed. The control stiffening already starts quite noticeably at 400 km an hour and becomes very severe at 550. The roll rate is already such at that point that you cannot really get guns on target very easily when you are in a dive behind somebody. And the elevator still works then, you can pull out of the dive pretty easily. At around 700 km an hour the elevator also starts to become quite severely compressed and you'll have troubles getting out of the dive from there on if you're not careful. Be quick with pulling out of the dive when you get close to the ground at those speeds, but you don't want to be in those speeds in this plane. This plane definitely isn't built for that, and that speed is not this plane's sweet spot. The stall speed in this plane is 165 km an hour, which is quite nice. Firepower in the plane is good. It has two 20mm Hispano Mark IIs with 120 rounds per gun. I used stealth for the cannons and 4x 7.7 Browning machine guns with 350 rounds per gun, and I also used stealth for those and a 600 meter convergence for these matches. Ammo load decent to good with the 120 rounds for the cannons and 350 for the machine guns is quite nice. Decent to good ammo load. Acceleration in the plane in a straight line is very good. Dive performance in the acceleration is great. It also has very good energy retention in the horizontal and great energy retention in the vertical. The performance of this plane in that department is very good and very competitive. Climb rate in the plane is also very good, so this definitely is an energy fighter pur sang, meaning you can use it in that role very competitively and you'll be able to kick butt, let's say. Turn time in the plane is good to very good with flaps. The flaps do have a problem though, they already rip off at 350 km an hour, which for a Spitfire is quite decent. 350 is not very high, as you may know. But many Spitfires already rip their flaps off around 300 or even 280 km an hour, so 350 on a Spitfire is nothing to complain about, but it's not very usable, so you're stuck with good turn time, but that's not bad at all. This plane turns very nicely. The roll rate in the plane is average, with a maneuverability overall that is good. Overheating in the plane is present, but only with extreme webbing, and it's easy to cool off, so it's not really a problem in this plane in my eyes. Durability, it can take a hit or two as you see here, but of course at the wrong moment in the wrong place you will always die. This guy surprised me. I thought he was extending from the Spitfire above him. He attacks me, but he bites the dust in the end. Don't extend straight right in front of me when you pass me by, because I will shoot you down. And anybody who makes such a pass is in danger against anybody else, because this was the worst way for him to perform this overshoot. Anyway, this Spitfire is an excellent energy fighter and a decent to good turner. It is not a boom and zoomer because of the control stiffening. The compression really is too bad on this plane to be effective in long dives. So, but it is possible to use it in short dives and more towards the energy fighting role, as this plane has a very good climb rate with great vertical energy retention, and acceleration both in a dive and in a straight line is very good to great. So absolute beast of a plane in the energy fighting role, and I did have a lot of fun in flying it. When I just got this plane I was supremely bad at it, but that's years ago. This is one of the most expensive premiums the British line has to offer. I believe, from the top of my head, I haven't seen the price for a long time, but I think it was 7,000 Golden Eagles, which is a pretty hefty price, somewhere between 35 and 40 euros, I believe. An expensive Spitfire, not necessarily unique either in the line. There are several models that are very close, similar to this. But it is a very, very good energy fighter, and if you are looking for a premium in the tree for the bridge at the tier 4, then it is definitely a plane to consider if you are very comfortable in the energy fighting role. All in all, a plane that I have enjoyed in this fly out, and you can do a lot in it, let's say. So we're flying back here. The tickets are almost over. This match is over. My fuel is also done. I got damaged on the water, and my engine actually died while we were trying to fly back. The highlight of this match, of course, being that overshoot on the G10, the 109 G10, which was quite nice. I didn't get any spectacular results, but 3 kill matches, 2 kill matches, that kind of stuff. Very solid performer, and nice rewards on the plane because it is a premium. Let's see what kind of rewards we did get. We got Terror of the Sky, Bulletproof, 38,000 Silver Lions and 3,000 research points. I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now this plane was an absolute joy to fly. I had a lot of fun in it, and I hope for Spider that this fulfilled his request. It is a nice plane to fly, and definitely a consideration if you want premium in tier 4. This is Sub's Choice, guys. I haven't made an episode for this series in 3 months. Sorry about that. I've been busy with other things. But in this series you can directly request planes, and you will get it immediately. Of course, I also make requests for people who ask it in the regular comments and stuff like that. I put it down on the to-do list. But the to-do list is very long, and it often gets interrupted with the updates, with new planes and stuff, which all precede the to-do list in importance for me. So the to-do list is something long-term, and you might see your plane eventually. In the Sub's Choice series, you can immediately get your plane, but you do have to win the vote. What I mean with that is that in the comments you put your request up, and people can upvote your choice, your request, if they also want to see that plane. The plane with the most upvotes gets featured in the next episode. That's how it works. So do leave me your comments, do leave me your new requests, and I hope to see what you come up with for the next episode. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.